Welcome back to The Time of Your Life. We are back in the studio. I'm your host, Ethel Rasmussen. The Baltimore County Department of Aging celebrates volunteers at their annual Volunteer Recognition Luncheon in May. Here with us today is Alison Vogrin, RSVP Project Director at the Department of Aging, to talk about 4 award recipients who were recognized as outstanding volunteers at the luncheon. Alison, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
Let's start with Linda Blake and then Ray McFaul. Alison, can you talk about Linda's work with the Baltimore County Public Schools and Ray's work with the At Ease Senior Center?
So before I talk about both candidates, I wanted to mention about eligibility for the award. Everyone had to be an RSVP volunteer who had done 100 hours of service within a year period and had done outstanding work. So we had received a lot of nominations, and narrowing it down was quite difficult, but we've chosen these 4 candidates here. And Linda Blake is our first candidate we're going to talk about. She has been volunteering for the past 4 years with Baltimore County Public Schools, and most recently, she's with Woodbridge Elementary School in Catonsville, and is helping kindergarten teacher Marjorie Ryan, who's in the picture there. And Linda has been giving one-on-one instruction, working with small groups of kids, redirecting them. Really, this was something she just was looking forward to doing in her retirement and having fun. And Marjorie said that Linda's smile is contagious and that the children just naturally gravitate towards her and love her. So as you can see in the picture, Linda's on the left. She is having a great time in the classrooms. She tells everybody that she goes in with a smile and leaves with a smile. And outside of her work in the classroom, she has also organized drives, food drives, clothing drives for families in need in the school. So certainly very giving in the community there. And then our next candidate, Ray McFaul, he is a volunteer at Ease Senior Center in Dundalk. And he has been on their advisory council, and he has been president for the past 4 years. And for those who aren't familiar, each senior center is operated or worked with by a council of members who make decisions to enhance the programs and the services. So he's been very instrumental in doing that as the president. He's been leading that council. And as Becky Ebert, the senior center director, says, he's really turned that council around. He's recruited new members, he's filled in gaps where they needed additional volunteer support, and he's been very instrumental as well in training his successor in that program. And he's done some software updates, which were greatly needed and outdated. So he's been Becky's right-hand man with Senior Center.
Excellent. Our next 2 outstanding volunteers support Senior Box Office. They are Donna Ryan and Harry Quinn. Can you tell us about Donna and then Harry?
Sure. For those who aren't familiar with the Senior Box Office, they provide a lot of programming, cultural activities, events for free and discounted prices for the members. So Donna Ryan is our first candidate of the Senior Box Office, and she has been really a longtime volunteer, since 2014, and in a 5-month period where they did not have any leadership, she stepped up to the plate and really helped in, working long hours, and she's dedicated to the mission. She wanted to ensure that they continued to deliver quality service to their members, so she was making sure that all correspondence was followed up on, making sure that the brochures went out on time. She spent countless hours keeping the operation going, overseeing the 60-plus volunteers. And I know that she was said to be a leader by example, and just as one that's truly committed to the mission of Senior Box Office. And then we've got Harry Quinn. He's been a longtime volunteer with Senior Box Office since 2005. Behind the scenes kind of guy. This whole operation is run primarily by volunteers, and Karen McDonough, who is the former Senior Box Office coordinator, said that he works hard, he's passionate about what he does, and he's very dedicated. So wherever, whenever, and however he's needed, he is willing to help out. And he is currently on their advisory board and served for 4 years as president. And just all around truly dedicated, just like Donna, to the mission of Senior Box Office.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing all that information about outstanding RSVP volunteers. Let's talk about the program. What is RSVP and how can people get involved?
Sure. So RSVP is short for Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. We're a federal grant program that matches volunteers 55 and over with volunteer opportunities. We're focused in Baltimore County because our sponsor is the Baltimore County Department of Aging. And we work with 32 agency partners throughout the county. And volunteers anybody who's interested in volunteering can come to our office, and we're in Towson, and schedule an appointment with us for an orientation. We're going to find out your interests, your past volunteer experience, your skills, and we help match you with one of our agency partners. And then we track the volunteer hours that you put into volunteering, and we report them to our federal funder so that they can see what seniors in the community are doing. So if anyone were interested, they could contact our office directly. We can be reached at 410-887-3101 or by email volunteers@baltimorecountymd.gov.
Such inspiring individuals. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
We're going to take a short break. When we return, learn about what's happening at your local senior center and senior box office.